What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So, welcome back to semester. This is like year 2, day 2 of like a semester course I'm running. Now, we're stuck on understanding Justin Bieber because there's just so much about J Beebs. Like, here, I have my work cut out for me. This guy, his name is Ryan, and like he better not be famous in the streets.
Oh, three! That was not luck, that was skill. Yo, I'm killing you.
So here's an Xbox 360. What is an Xbox? An Xbox is your previous partner's thingy-majingy. So I'm hanging out with somebody from class. Let's say he makes a joke about something, and I make a joke. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out, play some Xbox. It means I'm gonna hang out with this person's ex-girlfriend.
Yo, Usher,
JB, what's up, man?
I'm just playing video games with Ryan.
You think you can hold the house down till I get back?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, my man.
Yo.
So here's like what's super interesting. I could have played Baby first. You know, we could have did that. But I decided to go with One Time because it just like inspired me so much. What is it about this household? If you have like, if you're normally socially calibrated, you would have been invited to white people's house over time. As like you should have, right? So you're going through school, some white person should have invited you over to their house. And then when you're in their house, it's nothing special. They're actually quite poor. So you're looking at this and you're like, that's poor. Well, you know, let's say I'm Chinese. My house is more disgusting. Like, it's not as nice. It's not as furnished. All I'm saying is, like, somewhere throughout your life, you should have been socially calibrated enough to have been invited to white people's house to realize it's nothing special. All they have is their air conditioning turned on. And this is actually quite poor. Like, they're not rich. White people are not rich. So, there.
and I'm gonna tell her one time. Give you everything you need, down to my last dime. She makes me happy. I know where I'll be, right by your side, 'cause she is the one. And girl, you're my one love, my one heart, my one life for sure. Let me tell you one time, girl, I love you. I'ma tell you one time, girl, I love you. And I'm gonna be the one guy, you'll be my number one girl. Always make it time for you. I'ma tell you one time, one time. I'ma tell you one time, one time. 'Cause you, I'ma tell you one time. 'Cause you, one time. 'Cause you, I'ma tell you one
Okay, so let's go over our notes. A couple notes I took. So his black t-shirt. So the thing about his black t-shirt, anyone can afford to dress like a normal skater boy. So this is like the skater look. You know, like I don't want you to wait before you experience some sort of deism. DEISM. Like I see it all the time. I see people on the streets and they're kind of angry. You know, they're kind of upset. They have this like skater look, but they're waiting for some sort of milestone to then be happy. if you know what I mean. Like those type of people that you can tell they want to dress differently, but maybe there's a friend in their life that is stopping them from being who they want to be. I'm telling that person. This black t-shirt that I took note of, this black t-shirt costs like $7. But let's go on the higher end of things. A normal black t-shirt, fine, it's $30. Let's just say it's $30. This sweater from H&M could be like $50. Let's just say $60. His skinny jeans are like $70. His shoes, of course, they're $240. And then he has one of those $50 hats. So one of these new era hats. A new era hat could be like $60. So what is a new era hat? A new era hat has a sticker of the logo of the company, and it says New Era. You keep the sticker on. That's what's different between New Era. So like, I don't know what hats they had before, but New Era came out with hats, and then they have a New Era sticker. The thing is, you just keep the sticker. So I have this hat where it's like there's a sticker on top, but there's also a sticker on the bottom. So you can get rid of like the price tag. But then like every hat you buy, keep the sticker, the New Era sticker. So then we can say his outfit is quite like expensive. Like it comes out to like, I don't know. No, shoes aren't $240. Like his shoes would be like $130 probably. If you go to Urban Planet, that's a good spot to shop at. They have Vans for like $20. Like, you know, those like, it's like those beat up Vans that nobody wears, but they're shoes. So if you want to be an actual skater boy, then you would do stuff like that. Like those $20 Vans, those low top shoes. So we have what's called low top shoes, where it doesn't have a tongue at all. You have mid top shoes, so it covers your ankles, and then you have high top shoes that provide support for your ankle, and it goes up to like where your crew socks go up to. So 3 different types of shoes. If you want to be like that skater person, then you're likely going to go with low top shoes. I see people make this mistake all the time. They want to be a skater person. You know, they look up to Justin Bieber, but then they wear like mid-top shoes. So they provide ankle support. Or then like, you know, they're trying to look like Justin Bieber, They're going for that skater look, but then they wear high top shoes and they wear Jordans, and then the whole look doesn't work. If you're going for a Justin Bieber look, then do low top shoes, Vans that are like $20. You buy skinny jeans for like $35. You have a black T-shirt. You know, buy a nice one, I guess, like $50, and then like, you know, you wash it and you wear and tear it throughout the years. You buy a sweater and then you buy a hat. Let's say it comes out, your first shopping spree, let's say it comes out to like $130, and your parents, of course, they'll pay for it. Or like if you, yeah, like, you know, obviously your parents will help you buy clothes. So you go on this shopping spree, it's like $130. Where people go wrong is they buy mid-top shoes or they buy high-top shoes, and it just kills the entire look. So then how do we, let's say we're becoming socially calibrated, right? And then we're being invited to white people's house. So let's look at this white person's house. So you walk in and you're like, wow, it's white. You know, I wish I had this house. The bathroom is better than mine. My bathroom stinks. They have the AC turned on. There's so many things wrong with thinking like that. Of thinking that a white person has a life better than yours. Because as we will come to find out, as we're going through this, your house, if you are a foreign person, like let's say you're a Japanese person, like a Chinese person, or like a black person, or even like a brown person, your place, your parents could have saved for what's called a trap house. A trap house is a house that looks bad because the money is dirty, or like, you know what I mean? So it's like, let's say I know this Chinese person, I get invited to their house. This Chinese person reeks of hating their family. So like, I get invited to this guy's house. He's like, oh hey, and he doesn't feel like his house is good enough to ever be popular. So he reeks, and he's like, oh hey, you probably don't like this house. And then hanging out with this person is just so terrible because they're constantly bringing down their parents. But then I'm sitting there and I can appreciate like hanging out with this person, watching TV on this, not the best TV, not the best couch. You know, the walls are brown, it's not the best. But then people come to find out, they're like, I'm surprised you're so kind and so generous. It's because that is a trap house. The money is dirty. Like, it's so crazy how large that lot is. So like, I know a person, a Filipino family, they invite me to their house. They're like, you probably won't like it because it's just not white. It's not that Justin Bieber one time. But then I sit there so comfortably. And then where a lot of people go wrong is like, they meet the Filipino family, for example, and then that person is a little bit disgusted. You know what I mean? Like they're sitting there and they're like showing disgust and disdain towards the homeowners. And they're like, this house is so disgusting. And then the parents, they have this thing where they acknowledge it and they're like, oh yeah, you know, it is kind of nasty. But then I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm just so gracious and giving, you know? So I'm like, no, like I'm so comfortable. And I use their bathroom and it's broken. Everything's dirty, the bathroom. When I come out and I don't judge it, because you could have a backyard that you don't even understand. If you have a backyard, your backyard, like having a backyard is so crazy. Like if we enter the suburbs, here, where they're skateboarding, this is not that spectacular of a place. Like something like this. So your white friend has white walls. They invite you over. You're like, I wish I had some air conditioning. And then you go in the backyard and it's not the best. White people don't have the best place. Because the backyard, they're sharing it with their neighbors. It's also if you're buying a house, the city requires you, if there's like trees that like, they're overgrown trees and they poke into your backyard, then you just have to, by law, like, you know how like the property is still like the city, you know? So it's like, before you buy a house, it'll say like, do you agree that at the end of the year, there could be an additional $7,000 to get these hedges trimmed? What's interesting about that is because it could be hard to come by $7,000 at the end of the year. So when I was like home shopping, I was like, I can afford this house. I got rich off crypto, so I'm like, I could afford this house. And then it said, we had this like paper, and it said, we understand you can afford this house. You got approved for this mortgage, but like, click this box to say that there could be a $6,000 maintenance fee at the end of the year because you have to like pay the city to trim the trees. That is like what turned me off. I'm like, I don't know. How will I come up with $6,000? Because to get $6,000, you have to get like $14. You know, like, how will I even get $14? So then that is why I don't think houses are that good. You can check this house. This house does not have the best backyard because then your neighbor could wake up and he stands right next to you. And then it's like the coronavirus thing, where it's like, if you are stuck indoors one day, people that don't have a backyard are stuck inside their house. Let's say it's like, it's just a fence and then it's another house. That's terrible. You could have a decent backyard. You leave your decent backyard, but it's not the best backyard, and then you have neighbors in these suburbs. I've been to this black guy's house. You know, he could have that thing where it's like, you know, like, you may not enjoy your time here because you've seen nicer houses. Like the, you know, like the white walls joke. You could have seen nice houses because like the white walls and stuff. And then this person is looking down on their parents. The parents have somewhat accepted that their house is to be looked down on. I am saying don't, because like, for, you know what, your backyard is insane. No one has that backyard. But then not even that, it's like, you have these people that, maybe it's your kid who's looking down on your house. But then it's like, if you were to invite me into your house, I would tell you that house is insane. You know, I'm gracious and giving. It is a trap house. not saying the money is actually dirty, but it is a house that is deliberately meant to look poor. I went to this house in Brampton, like Alyssa's house, and then she has a thing. You're gonna look down on my house. And then the house has an upper den. It may not be the best. Like, I don't know, like 3-4 bedrooms and then a nice backyard. It's like, you know, it's not Justin Bieber one time. It's not like popping off in the backyard Party X mode. It's not like that popping. It's not Justin Bieber one time. Your house is a trap house. It is meant to look dirty. So then, you know, it's like, is that the thing where they say, like, put down the pipe? So it's like, you could even have a basement. Who knows? Your house could have a basement. It could have, like, a den. It could have a living room. It could have, like, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It could have, like, a backyard. It could have a garage. It could have, like, a driveway. It could have, like, a permit to park across the street in your house. So let's be, as we do Understanding Justin Bieber Part 2. Understanding Justin Bieber, this is be gracious in giving. Don't look down on people's houses. That is all.